3rd August 2016, Dubai International Airport. After nearly 4 hours in the air from India, an Emirates Boeing 777-300 was only seconds away from completing what happened to be another routine flight. Instead, it became one of the most significant runway accidents in modern aviation. The aircraft involved in the incident was Boeing 777-300 EHA, registered as Alpha 6 Echo Mike Whiskey, delivered to Emirates in 2003. The flight number for today's flight was EK521, which was flying from Thiruvananthapuram, India to Dubai International Airport in United Arab Emirates. On board were 282 passengers and 18 crew members, making a total of 300 people. The captain for today's flight was a 34-year-old UAE national male who had a quite confident history with an airline pilot, while the other hand co-pilot was an Australian national 37-year-old. Aircraft started its pushback from Thiruvananthapuram, India. Captain of the flight turned on 2 GE90 engines and flight taxied towards its parking runway 32. Aircraft departed as usual without any mechanical failure. Cruised over Arabian Sea and headed toward its destination, Dubai. As flight EK521 approaches Dubai, weather conditions were challenging. Surface temperature exceeded 48 degrees centigrade and strong northwesterly winds created blowing sand and variable wind condition. Investigators found out that before this incident occurred, air traffic controllers saw multiple go-arounds. But ATC not even once warned EK521 captain about this, and they didn't even knew that multiple go-arounds have been already performed before. Flight continues its final descent over Dubai city and aligns itself with 12 left as advised by air traffic controllers. Approach itself was a stable one, and by each passing second airplane was heading towards the runway. ATC gave final landing clearance. Still, after everything was ready, it could be visually noticeable that it was being quite difficult for pilot to land this giant due to strong winds. The aircraft wings were flapping like a bird. Aircraft was down on short final. Pilot retracted the landing gear down, and now everyone on board were waiting for only one thing, which was touching down and tired to kiss that runway. Unfortunately, due to sudden change in wind, instead of touching down, airplanes started to float, and by each passing second, aircraft was floating away from landing threshold and runway length was coming to an end. Finally, at 4:37 local time, aircraft touches down the ground with huge flare. The touchdown was totally abnormal and nothing seems to be right. With such huge flare, captain decided to do a go-around like other before him. But here he did a critical mistake. As the landing gear touches the ground, the auto thrust was disengaged, while pilot was totally unaware of that. Other than that, the pilot has a horrific flight simulator history where he totally forgets about the flight control in difficult situation. But this time, it was not simulator. Pilot thought auto thrust is engaged and aircraft would climb normally. But auto thrust was disengaged as aircraft gained some altitude. Landing gear was detected by the pilots, and till now they had no clue about that thrust lever that are at idle. And as aircraft started to sink, Captain realized his mistake, but now it was too late. Aircraft smashed onto the runway. This is an image of flight report shared at Wikipedia, where it covers the main issue of the whole flight, the auto throttle. In this report, it states the flight crew was unaware that the auto throttle had not responded to move the engine thrust lever to the takeoff, go around switch TOGA position after the commander pushed the TOGA switch at the FCOM. Moreover, Emirates, keeping its pride and prestige, did a quite professional step by 8 days later, on the 11th August after the crash. Emirates provided US $7,000 in compensation for each of 282 passengers, compromising $2,000 for loss of luggage and personal effects, and $5,000 for any other damages each has suffered. The whole crash report was concluded by saying the flight crew reliance on automation and lack of training in flying go-arounds from close to the runway significantly affected the flight crew performance in a critical flight situation, which was different to that experienced by them during their sim-related training flights. Just after the whole aircraft was evacuated under 10 minutes, fire reached the fuel tank located inside the wing, causing fuel to catch fire and wing to explode. During this explosion, a firefighter named Jassim al-Belushi died due to this incident.